Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, where they will shake down thunder from the sky to cheer on their Fighting Irish and hoping that plenty of echoes will reverberate in victory at the end of the game. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Trojans' offense will get the first swing of the game. So much history and pageantry in this rivalry, guys, but the trophy, the jeweled shillelagh, is a little bit under the radar.
It is. It's beautiful to look at, but I think people are always just focused on these two blue blood programs. Notre Dame, USC, this is interconference, national championship, and Heisman implications seemingly always on the line late in the year when these two teams play.
Always so cool, coast to coast, something matters, something on the line. You're right, this game is always fun to watch, the jeweled shillelagh.
On third down, he drops to throw. Going for it all. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Trojans in the hurry-up.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. They'll run it from the gun. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
And the Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Makes the catch. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. The pressure ramps up on third and goal. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. You can hear yourself think on third and goal. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Tripped up for the tackle. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And the try is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peters. That last completion sets him up on second down. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. Shows him the stiff arm. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the inside. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Looking to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Got it in the middle. It's LaBelle. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He finds his man. They get him down after he makes the catch. Now on second down. Johnson looking to throw. Pulls it in. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, think of all the legendary players who've been a part of this game. And we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional fight for the Jeweled Shillelagh. And a really competitive game so far. I'm talking razor-thin margins in the big statistical categories. And while it may be a broken record, turnovers are the name of the game. The team that limits them, the ones that win that turnover margin, generally speaking, are the ones that have the best chance to get that done. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between USC and Notre Dame plays out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There's certainly room for improvement after that scoreless first half stalemate.
Yeah, we've set offense back 30 years in that first half, but we've got a whole new half to play here. So why not come out on this first drive, make a statement, and finally get us back into the age of contemporary college football?
You sound very discouraged as I sound encouraged. That's great defense. Phenomenal defense in the first half. Who doesn't love a 0-0 halftime game?
Out of the shotgun on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Off the RPO, complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Johnson wants to throw it. And they got him for the sack.
And the corner getting in the mix, the little fella getting his 2nd sack of the game. Defensive coordinator keeps dialing up these corner blitzes, and they keep hitting home.
And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here come the Irish back on offense. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We've got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. 3 periods in the books, and it would be an understatement to say defense has carried the day. 0-0 as we take a look at the stats. This game has the look of one that if anybody can put any type of score on the board, they'll probably go home with a W as we start the 4th quarter. Got him downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Saw a spot in the middle. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
We finally get some points on the board. The defense has been dominating the day. Unbelievable job. 3 quarters of shutout football. Now finally some points on the board. Let's see where this goes now once you've created some momentum.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform.
Throws to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted.
They're trailing by 10 to Cincinnati. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Hand off from the shotgun. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the quarterback takes a knee. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.